experience. Right in the midst of your prayer. Right in the midst of it look like it's impossible and there's no hope. You have to learn how to open your mouth and believe in hope. Right in the midst of it, you know where to go. The devil, anybody have this experience? The devil tell you to quit, stop going to church. It's a waste of time. You're wasting your time. God ain't hearing you. That's a big joke. Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's at that time right there where you got to take the hope of the word and repeat it back to that devil. The sword of the Spirit is the word of your mouth. Don't sit there and be defeated and feel sorry for yourself. Use your spiritual power. These words that I speak unto you, their spirit and their life. You have to learn to open your mouth and speak to the situation when you don't feel like talking. Let us stand up, please. Glory to God. I'm glad I came to church. Oh, glory to God. Oh, glory to God. See, there are people in here just like me. Who the word told you God can never use somebody like you. I'm so glad, General Love, that God used me as a model. I learned that I didn't have to be perfect for God to use me. I can still be human. Because I was in that church every Sunday. You go to church, they tell you how good you got to be. And I tried. But I kept failing. I tried to cross all the T's, dot all the I's. But every now and then, I still cussed. Yeah. Some of y'all still cuss. Some of y'all cuss when you got here. And he used me as a model as a Charles. I'm used to because I called you. The amount of dope that I spoke should have disqualified me according to the church. The things that I did, the women I hurt, the women I lied to. Yeah, y'all ain't ready for this kind of testimony. I should have been disqualified. I remember my brother-in-law looking at me and saying, he finished, his life is over. Anybody ever had a death sentence spoken on you? Ha! Shut up. The doctor told me in the hospital, 9 out of 10 people in your condition die. Y'all ain't ready for this kind of stuff. He told me that, Q. Now hepatitis C, at the last, some of the final stages, he said 9 out of 10 people that you die. And I didn't care because I wanted to get in the hospital to get high some more. But my mother prayed for me. Let me just talk to you. My mother had a prayer meeting in the Bahamas. The doctor came in the next day and said, you could go home. I said, Doc, what you talking about? He said, something miraculous happened overnight. All your blood counts are back to normal. This is the God I serve. While I was smoking crack, he was working in my life to preserve my life. I know you got another God, but this is the God I serve. And they called me up and said, bring your wife, you got kidney disease. I said, no, I'm not bringing my wife, I'm coming on my own. Let me tell you, I don't need y'all to give her no bad news. They told me I had 3rd, 4th stage kidney disease. By the time I got to the nephrologist, he couldn't find nothing. That's the God. That's the God I serve. So when you see me up here about to lose my mind, I got a testimony to go with it. Yeah. Shondo. Anybody understand what I'm talking about? The same God that did it for me, he will do it for you. I know what's so good about it, I wasn't no church attending person. I was somebody seeking after drugs. The rest of y'all can't be honest about that because you're mature enough yet. I wasn't nobody's church when I got healed. The second time I was in church, when I got delivered of drugs, I was going to church. I wasn't nobody's ministry. I'm talking to somebody. I went to 14 treatment centers, about 17 of them. God delivered me from drugs through his word. I picked up the Bible. What is your issue? What do you think God can't do for you? Why do I qualify any more than you? The only thing I was required that I do while I smoke was believe. I would preach in the drug house. I would preach in the treatment center. I would preach in the hospital. I wasn't no preacher, but I believe God. Right in the environment you're in, nothing should be impossible. I feel the Holy Ghost too. Nothing should be impossible. He who believes. Hallelujah.